Yeah.
Another big issue that startup founders have is, do I focus on product first or do I focus on distribution first? And especially when you're a 9 to 5er, like working a full-time job, it's hard to focus on both. So what's your advice to somebody out there starting up? Like, would you ask them to build their product first, focus on the perfect product, or build your distribution channels first for when you go full-time?
Why do you say it's hard, dude? If you're an entrepreneur, you are bound to be a hustler. 9 to 5 or 9 to 9. You want to do it, you have to do it. And I would say the best way out is building it parallelly.
Yeah.
Like, I don't believe that you can build one, wait for it. Oh, wow, I have a great product. Okay, now, oh shit, who do I give it to? You can't do that.
Yeah.
If it's if you're an entrepreneur who wants to make it, will ensure that timing is not a constraint. I don't see that ever as a reason. If your reason is, oh, I couldn't, be successful because of my 9 to 5, I don't take that as a valid reason. It's probably you didn't have that hunger.
Yeah.
So I think you have to build it both. You have to build both parallelly. The product has to be built via taking feedback to the guys who would be using that product and service.
Yeah.
You have to be inclusive with the entire chain that's going to be using it.
Yeah.
Distribution channels, obviously they will say no to you on the first get-go. You have to be persistent. You have to be going out there and giving them one reason after another why they have to keep using your product.
Yeah.
Although your product's not there, you have to make them wait for that product to come out there. I don't see one going with building the distribution channel. Oh, I have this product, I'm going to give it to you after 6 months. Nah, not happening.
Yeah.
You have to build both parallelly.
I feel it's not about 9 to 5, it's about 5 to 9. Like,
Yeah.
like 9 to 5 you're working, for example. So it doesn't matter what you do in 9 to 5.
Yeah.
The thing that will matter for your thing is like the 5 to 9. Like after 5 to the next day's 9, whatever time you have, what are you able to achieve in that particular time frame is important. As he mentioned, like it's not about like just doing one thing at once and like taking the other thing after 6 months or 1 year.
Yeah.
You have to do it parallelly. Secondly, testing, like we call it beta testing, A/B testing.
Yeah.
You have to put it into the market again and again, take it out, try. Like when we initially were doing it, this software stuff, we had built our own app. So we used to send it to all our colleagues and also like all students in colleges. When we used to connect, we used to share our video recordings through that particular app only. So everyone was like at least testing it once. We were able to get feedbacks from different users and devices, and also we understood, okay, like the design was a flaw wherever the design used to crash or something.
Correct.
So feedback is something that is very important. You feel like you have built a product and now my product is the best one, it will solve everything.
Yeah.
But no matter what, how well the product has been built, every time an update is what is needed. Even like big companies are providing you constant updates. That is the need of the hour. So this is something like feedback and updates is something that is very much important in this ecosystem.
Now, talking about the other side of the spectrum. So, right, you have now a person working a 9 to 5 who has a great side hustle, but I'm sure that may not always go down well with where they are working their 9 to 5, right? I'm sure a lot of employers would not like it. Sometimes their contracts would not allow it. So how does somebody deal with that situation?
Sorry, bro. I haven't worked a 9 to 5 to get that right. Yeah, but I think it is being discreet about it. Your 9 to 5, you're paid for your 9 to 5. Obviously, you have to be right about your contracts. You can't mess around with your contracts unless you're a badass founder who thinks you're going to get $1 million exit in a year and you can sue your company for, again, sending a notice after that. So yeah, great. If you're that positive about your startup, go for it. Break all contracts. But you have to be very clear what your contracts state, and you have to ensure your 9 to 5 is doing justice to the salary that you're paid or the task you've taken on. Once your manager doesn't have a problem in, what you're doing, unless he's a cocky guy, if he's fine with you, great. Keep them in the loop if need be. What you're building, why you're building. Take feedback from them. Make them feel a part that they're helping you grow, even if they are not.
Yeah.
Just make them feel they are the reason why you're there. And I think that's more than enough. It's easier said than done. I am not the right person to say that. But yeah, I think you should be great on answering that.
Yeah, Shubham's doing this.
Yeah.
So like, as I said, like when until and unless I am very sure that now I can step out and do my thing, I don't want to keep it like.
What is your definition of sure?
Yeah.
My definition of sure is like, as you mentioned that checklist, the first 3, not the 4th one. I'm already married. So So coming to the first 3, the very first is like, am I able to like really solve some problem from my checklist, if I just take it, like, am I really able to solve some problem? Am I really able to like sustain on my own? Like, am I able to pay my bills and my team's bills for like the
Correct.
ecosystem,
Yeah.
whatever we are,
Yeah.
technology and what we are using? And third most important thing, is it giving me happiness? Is it giving me that mental peace which I'm looking
So
for?
side hustle isn't giving you happiness today?
No, like
Because he's married now.
no. Yeah. So my side hustle, like as of now, I could say like my side hustle is more towards training. It's about learning, and I am also a learner as of now. As I said, I'm in the journey of earning my credibility as of now. So it's better if I also complement it with my experience in terms of like the work that I'm gathering as of now. And once I have both of these in my hands, maybe in a couple of years, then it will be the right time for me to go to
No,
that
but
stage.
just touching in on it, like paying my team salary, bills, and all of it. I'll be very honest with you. What I see that is, if a founder wants to go absolute bootstrap, speaking of myself, I learn how to run ads on Meta. So I know performance marketing in and out. Learn how to handle social media, digital media, everything. Learn Photoshop, learn Premiere Pro, learn FPX Pro. So I know video editing, I know Photoshop in and out. I know how to design, I know how to do all of that. Learned SEO, I didn't learn coding back in my undergrad, but yeah, fine. I learned it a bit out here. Learned that. And learned accounts. All of this I learned because I wanted to save costs. When you're starting off and you're not and you're that founder who wants to bootstrap it and hustle your way through, I think use your undergrad years or use your free time to learning one skill, upskilling in different spaces. Once you know a bit of each, a good enough bit of each, at least it gives you the first jumpstart to get started without investment.
Yeah.
After that is when you actually need the money to get professionals who can do that job better than you. First thing is getting that product market fit. And I don't think you need to pay a bomb of a salary to get that PMF right. You just need your upskilling to get that right. So I think a lot of founders, what they miss out on is, I need this to get it started. I need an accounts team to get it started. I need this to get... No, I don't think you need any of that. I think you can go on YouTube, screw that Netflix and chill, go on YouTube, learn how to do all of it. And you should be good to go in that same time. And that's what I think will make a great founder in the coming future, because VCs love to see now PAT positive startups. They love to see hustlers. They love to see how you made it.
Correct.
Fun fact being, I'll give you a fun fact about me. My CTO and me are such jugadus. Dude, no cap. We've run a service for 1.5 years at zero cost.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And we have our own ways how we've done that. And 1.5 years, zero cost. I know how we've done that.
Yeah.
And that is why, because we are very clear, every penny has to be spent wisely.
True.
Yeah.
And you don't need money to build anything unless, like I said, tech, capital, or AI intensive.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's a great perspective.
That is.
Yeah. So,
But I would still like to stick on my
I was just going to ask you. So, hearing that, are you inspired now to go full time on your side?
No.
hustle?
Like, it miserably failed.
Yeah.
I'm not demotivating anyone. Of course, if you feel you are ready for it, go for it. But in my case, I feel I still need some time to really be ready for that particular ecosystem, for that commitment. And once I have it set right according to my plan, definitely it will come out.